Hello everyone, today I'm here to review Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1, the first part of this 4-part series by Kevin Costner, written, directed by, starring, produced by him, financed by him, and this is a whole Western epic thing. No spoilers if you have not seen the film, which judging by its box office, you have not. But I will not be spoiling anything if you're still interested to watch this movie. So yeah, I'll be getting right into things. First off, just to talk about some of the cons of the movie, it definitely struggles with the issue of, you can definitely tell this is part one of a film. And part one of a 4-part movie, clearly there's a lot he wants to do, and there needs to be a lot of setup, and this movie is kind of all that setup. There's 4 or 5 different plot lines, constantly bouncing back and forth, and it's all set up. There's really not a ton of payoff here. The movie literally ends with a teaser for the next film, because they're like, hey, we know there wasn't a ton of excitement and stuff in this one. Here's a montage showing you, hey, here's a bunch of exciting stuff in the next one. So you can definitely still go see that. And then, it kind of leaves it so the movie can definitely be kind of dull and boring for long periods of time, where you're like, this scene could so easily be cut. This scene doesn't need to be here. And then, as soon as you kind of start really getting into a plot line with some character, it immediately cuts to another character for a little bit of time, and then so on and so on. And it gets kind of frustrating. The movie's got very messy pacing, and it's 3 hours long. So there's a lot of moments of boring scenes, a lot of scenes where you're like, this doesn't need to be like this, a lot of bouncing around between characters and plot lines that are completely unrelated. And that's my big criticism. Also, I think the script is fine, nothing stellar, just fine. So those are kind of my negative thoughts on the movie. On to my positive thoughts. First off, it's beautifully made, amazing cinematography, fantastic sets and locations, amazing hair, makeup, costumes. They did a great job kind of capturing this era, bringing back the American West. The whole movie looks beautiful and is incredibly immersive into this vision of the West that it has. Great actors. The whole cast was pretty good consistently throughout. I liked Sam Worthington. I liked Michael Rooker. I liked a lot of the female actresses. Who else did I like? Kevin Costner I thought was solid in this, but I don't think he got enough screen time to really prove himself. But a lot of the characters, the movie does a good job helping you care for, especially the ones in the plot lines that get a lot more time towards them. But whenever a character like Luke Wilson shows up, you're like, oh, I like this guy immediately because he's Luke Wilson. And whenever the movie kind of leads into, there's a few character moments that can be hit or miss, but a lot of them also, can be very impactful, well-written. There's a lot of sweet moments. And I think whenever the movie does something that's a little bit more tense, like an action scene, or a scene where the characters are in danger, that is always consistently thrilling, edge of your seat, really well done. You can't wait to see what happens. The issue is you have a great big scene like that, and then immediately kind of switches to a long stretch of kind of nothing, almost boring moments. But whenever the movie works, whether it's its visuals, its cast, its aesthetic, it's more thrilling, tense sequences, it's really engaging, really good. It's just, there's also a lot of the runtime that is just bouncing back and forth between, okay, this is going on, okay, this is going on, whatever. So a lot of thoughts on this movie. I did like the tease at the end of the movie because it does set up a lot of things in the future that teases, some of the plot lines will come together. It'll tease things like, we might get some more exciting sequences, and that has me excited for part 2. Even though it's not coming out next month anymore, I will definitely be going to see that. Horizon, American Saga, Chapter 1, great music, great music, I forgot to mention that. It's really cool in many ways. It's a great kind of vision of Kevin Costner's view of the American West. Some cool characters, some good tense moments. The issue is it feels like 3 or 4 movies crammed into a film that is also only 1/4 of a complete film. It's frustrating in that sense, and that leads to pacing issues, some boring moments. And it's just it's a very daring, unique vision, and one that pays off in many ways, but also not in others. But for the most part, I still found a decent time with it, especially its more exciting scenes, and I am excited for the sequels. So I would give Kevin Costner's Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 1, a 6.5 out of 10. Hope you guys liked the video. Also, coming soon is my review for The Acolyte Season 1 tomorrow, as well as reviews coming up for Twisters, My Adventures with Superman Season 2, The Boys Season 4, and Deadpool and Wolverine. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.